As a day trader, the opportunities are amazing in the markets right now. Who would consider trading if you could start with as little as $5,000, spend we've got a hand already, spend half an hour to 2 hours a night trading 3 or 4 days a week with a realistic expectation in the short term to make between $1,000 and $5,000 a week? Who'd be interested in something like that? Most of us, fantastic. When I got introduced to the E-mini markets, I was blown away. I was looking for the catch. There is no catch. With the E-mini markets, there is just simply no catch. The upside is incredible. Just like you guys, I started 8 years ago looking for something exciting. I'm going to get into my story in a little bit. But my background was from plumbing. I was a plumber. Never heard nothing about the markets. My perception of the markets was they were very scary and a very dangerous place. I'm going to take you through some processes that I've been through to dismiss any fears like that. Every day I turn up to trade, I believe I'm not risking a cent. What we trade is what's called an E-mini. A couple of basic things you need to know about the E-minis. The E stands for electronic. Okay, E stands for electronic, and the mini represents a portion of the normal future contracts. For example, the S&P 500, the E-mini is 1/5 the size of its larger contract. Okay, that's where the mini comes into it. It's 1/5 the size of the larger contract. With the index markets, we're taking a view. If we buy the market, what's called buying the market, we're taking a short-term view that the market's going to go up. Okay? Also, we can do what's called short selling. We can sell first. Who's ever heard of selling first? Who doesn't understand that you can sell something before you buy it? Yeah, we've got a few people. When I first got introduced to the E-mini market, I thought, how can you sell something? How can you sell it before you buy it? It's just common sense. We're just so used to we need to buy something before we can sell it. Okay? Simply how we do this and achieve this is we borrow the contract off our broker, we sell the contract to the market, okay? We buy it back in a future date or in that day, and then we give it back to our broker. So we've sold our broker's contract, we've bought it back, and we've given it back to him. Now, whether the trade has gone our way, we've made some money. When you first start, I would say every trade you take, you're looking to, say, risk $50 to make $100. Who'd be willing to risk 50 to make 100? Most people, okay? So you can start off small. But if you're willing to start off small to make $100, for example, and then move up to 200, to 1,000, 5,000, and after that, you're on your own. Okay? You can make as much money as you want. There is no cap. For example, last night, in the trading room, sometimes we trade an account there that only trades 5 contracts. Okay, trading 5 contracts, you're only using roughly $2,500 per trade. Last night we made $1,000 on the $2,500. So the small capital to start with, you can make a massive return in this particular market, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later as well. So the cash flow opportunity is there. The second one is we need to be able to protect our position. So when we enter a trade, we predefine how much we're willing to risk on a trade. Okay, there's no guesswork. If we take a trade, we're willing to risk, say, X amount, we're willing to risk $50. Okay, we know that straight up. So we've entered the market. We also need to be able to take our profit where we want to. Okay, so if, for example, if we bought, and we're expecting the market to go up, we need some sellers at the level where we want to exit the trade and take our profit. Making some money gives you the ability to invest in your future, to help others, okay, and have a life. The trading platform that I'm going to show in a little bit, there's no ongoing monthly fee, it's free. So the Ensign chart's my only hard cost. Obviously I've got internet costs, but that's the only thing, the cost that I have to run this business. Who would like to run a business, for example, for a couple $100 a month? Most people. This is so cheap. The opportunity is phenomenal. If you were starting up a traditional business, it would cost you $50,000 to $100,000 and you wouldn't be expecting to make money for the first 12 months, would you? You'd be putting so much effort in. When we go into the E-minis, we want to start making money within a month. Who would like to start making money in a month? Most people, okay? Our trades take between 1 and 10 minutes on average, okay? And we do that about, on average, 4 or 5 times a night. I don't take hundreds of trades, and I'm not there to take hundreds of trades. I've heard people say, oh, but other people might get 20 or 30 trades. If you've ever traded before, let me tell you, taking more than 10 trades in a night is exhausting. You feel like you've gone 10 rounds with Mike Tyson. Okay? So if I can go into the market and get what I want within 1 trade even, I'm out of there. It's not about how many winning trades you can get. It's about getting what you want and getting out of there as fast as you can. Anyway, but this one's, it's a good example for how fast things can happen. Okay, so we entered the trade right now. For this example, what I want to show you is that, for the camera, I need to show you. We entered the market at the 904.25. Okay, that grey part there, that's where we bought the contracts. Automatically, once we entered this trade, those two things happen that I was talking about. One is our stop loss come into play straight away. Okay, so that order gets sent to the market straight away. Also, our profit target is there. As soon as we enter the trade, our stop losses is there and our profit targets are there. Now we're a little bit of a bystander. Okay, so if we look over to the left-hand side again, the profit is set at 8 and the stop loss is at 4. Okay, so now we're in this trade and we'll see what happens. By the way, can you tell me how long this trade takes? So we're expecting the market to go up here in this particular instance. There's a couple more things that happen in this particular trade. Because the market's very volatile here, I see an opportunity to go for more profit. Once we see some buyers here, even though I've already predefined my profit target at 2 points, in this particular instance I say, okay, we can get some more value out of this trade. Let's go for what's called 3 points. So I can move my profit target up quite simply with one click. Okay, can you all visually see that it's the profit target's moved up now to 907.25? We're going for what's called 3 points now in this particular trade. So we entered at the 904.25 here. And the profit target originally was at the 906.25, so I should be out of this trade already. But what I said is there's more value in this trade, so we can quite quickly change our order to go, okay, we can go for a little bit more profit. Is everyone okay with going for a bit more profit, by the way? Yeah? Okay.
If it goes down, you still make money.
Yeah, I'm just about to get to that. So originally when I entered the trade, I had my stop loss down here at the 903.50. Okay, so I was willing to risk 1 point on this trade to see if it was going to work. Now that the trade has gone my way and I've said, okay, trade's going my way, I might go for a little bit more extra profit on this trade because the opportunity is there. Okay, what I've done now is I've moved my stop loss up above my entry price. So now I can't lose on this trade. It's what's called a risk-free opportunity right now. So you can see how quickly it moves around, so we don't have to wait long, we don't die wondering if this trade's going to work or not. All right, here they go. Come back down. You need to cheer it if it's going to work, right? So come on, get up there. Oh, there we go. And it took it out. So how long did that particular trade take?
3 minutes.
2.5? By the time we entered the trade, it would have taken about 1.5 minutes. On that particular trade, we went for 3 points on 5 contracts. Does anyone know what that's worth? It's worth $750 US dollars, so about $1,000 Australian dollars, in 1 minute. When you're trading, if you're risking $50 to make $50, you're in trouble. You're in real trouble. When I first started trading, we traded with what was called a 2-point stop loss back then and a 2-point profit target. You simply have to be too good to make money doing that. You just simply need to be too good. What I found, if you're not getting it right 7 or 8 out of 10 times, you're losing money. Okay? When you've got 2 to 1, which we're going to talk about in a minute, okay, for you to start losing money, you've got to get it wrong 7 out of 10 times. Okay? So who would like to see what you can make? Show me the money? All right, let's have a look at this.